Good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm setting up my YouTube here. It is Friday morning, October the 11th. October the 11th. How did it get to be October the 11th already? Wow. Wow. Good morning, everybody. Wake up, wake up. Wake up, YouTube. I'm up. Time to get up and do some art. I have postcards that I want to make here from Becky's Dirty Dozen last night. Look at, wow. So I need to work on the back of them. I need to cut them apart. Let's have a sip of my coffee. That's good. That's good. Let's put some of this away. I have some things I want to try today. Hi, Jersey. Good morning, lady. Up and at 'em. I know you are. I have no doubt that you are up and attacking the world out there. Let's see. Let's cut these. Making a spot here on my desk for things. Boy, let me tell you, it is really crowded here. Let's see if I can cut these at 5 1/2. If I how good I measured. Yeah. I don't know why my stream is so jumpy in the mornings. Aren't those neat, Jersey? Hi, Kendra. Good morning. How are you doing this morning? 5 1/2. Pretty much on the mark. Pretty much on the mark. And we're asking this blade to cut through. I don't know if it's going to cut. It's asking it to cut through modeling paste here. It says no, no, no. No wonder your blades are dull. I'm going to have to cut that one by hand. Let's see if I can cut this one at 5 1/2. And this one at 3 1/2. Good morning, Samantha. Good morning, Ray. Just popping in to say hello to everyone. You have to get ready for an appointment today. Well, have a great day. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. Okay, it says modeling paste is not easy to cut through. Mary. Have a great day. 5 1/2. I want to carve a stamp to put on the back of these. I think. I'm not quite sure what to carve. I could carve a pumpkin, but we got a pumpkin on the front. Now let's cut these 3 1/2. Looks like I measured pretty good yesterday afternoon when I measured these out. Usually I don't do that good in measuring. My lines are all in disagreement. So it was supposed to have been really cold last night in our area. I don't know. We keep the temperature here at modeling paste at 74. So three and 1/2. Laura, what are you working on this morning? What are you up to? Boy, this blade is going to be toast, but it was getting pretty dull anyway. It says modeling paste. You're making me cut modeling paste this morning? Yikes. Did I say good morning to you, Samantha? Hi, Tina. Good morning, Tina. Hi, Nancy. Good morning. It's in the 30s where Samantha is right now. It was the first cold night. Yeah, Samantha, I'm afraid winter's on its way. I'm afraid winter is on its way. Hi, Yoja. Good morning. Good morning. I was so tempted to turn over and go back to sleep. I need to put some black around there. I got off just a little there. But that's okay. We can put black on there. It's just ink. It's just ink. All right. I know I'm going to need to put a new blade in there now. But let's see. Let's see what the story is here. I'm kind of hungry. No breakfast this morning. I made some coffee. I got up and made coffee. It's too hot to drink it, except for a couple sips. Mary, have the same trimmer. Where did you get the titanium blades? I either get them at Hobby Lobby or Joann's. I've had them for a while. Probably Hobby Lobby now. I haven't been to Joann's for a while. I'm boycotting Joann's. I'm on a personal boycott. They made me mad with their 20% off coupon. I hate to say that, but they have a 20% coupon, and then when you go to use it, they have all these exclusions. They say it's for both sales and it covers everything. It says it's for both the sale items and the retail, the regular sale, the regular items. But when you go to check out, they find all these reasons not to give you your coupon. They say, oh, it's all down here in the exclusions. And I had a pretty big order. And I swear, she found a reason not to give me a discount on everything except for one item. And I'm sitting there going, wow, it's retail. It's on sale. You said that if it was on sale or retail, you give me the extra 20% off. No, she said these were doorbusters and I can't remember what everything else was, but she, on my big order, she found a reason not to give me a coupon on everything except for one item. And I'm sitting there going, I'm not shopping here anymore. I told her too. I said, it's nothing against you personally, but you guys, this store lures us into here with these coupon offers and everything. And then, we think we're going to get a big deal and we don't. I was pretty upset. Oh dear, I let her have it. I tell you, I was terrible. I was a terrible person. And I just decided I wasn't going to shop there anymore. I just said, why, if this upsets me this much, don't go there anymore. You can get it at Hobby Lobby or someplace. So I'm boycotting Joann's. Sorry, Joann's. I'm sure you'll stay in business without me. I'm not that rich anyway that I go and buy all the stuff. So I'm touching up the borders here. I don't know. At any store you're at, you have to watch clerks, because some of them are new. And I have to say, even at Hobby Lobby, I generally trust Hobby Lobby. But at Hobby Lobby, I walked out one day and I looked at my sales tag and I had a charge for $65. And go, what did I buy that was $65? I didn't want it. I can't afford it. And I had several items in my sack, and I took it back in and I said, I'm sorry, if I bought something for $65, it was probably a sell item that I thought was on sale or something. And I don't want it. I said, I can't afford it. And she took out just about every item out of my sack. And there was nothing in there that was $65. And they refunded it to me. And it was it was a clerk that was, new and probably hit the wrong key. So be sure, no matter what store you're in, check your tag and make sure that you actually paid. And I think the reason I checked my tag was I kind of had this, what did I buy? When I got out, I was almost out to the car. And I was looking at my tag. What did I buy that was $65? Why was that? Why did I spend that much? Oh dear. So I really don't, I don't really, what do you want to say? I don't think it's really on purpose all the time. I think a lot of it is just mistake. But Joann's, no, that wasn't a mistake. She went hunting for reasons why I couldn't get the discount. She went on a scavenger hunt through all those exclusions to make sure that there was a reason why she could not give me that extra 20% off. And I thought, man, I gave her a what for? I said, that's not fair. Well, other stores do it too. It says all stores do it. And I'm going, all stores aren't like that. I gave her what for? I'm sorry. And she said, well, was it Hirschner's? Some other store that used to be there. She said, they did it all the time. And I said, well, I don't shop there. And she said, well, you can't because they're not in business anymore. And I just looked at her. Yeah, I wonder why. All right. Enough about that. I'm going to sneeze. Phew. Phew. Excuse me. Excuse me. Let's move on and have a good day, Mary. That's all in the past. I don't know what I'm going to put on the back of these. I want something fallish. And I don't know. Do these look like pumpkins to you? I don't know. I kind of wish I wouldn't have filled those in here. But I did. At the time, I thought I needed to. Boy, I really filled that one in. All righty. What do I have? I have this. I've got a sunflower stamp. I've got this. I need to carve something. What are you guys saying to me? Thank you, Teresa, and good morning. Hi, Shelley. Good morning. So good to see you. Aw. Thank you. Aloha. Aloha. Ilja's here. Shelley, I'm Ilja. My cat's name is Roesta. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Oh. And all this time I was calling you by your kitty cat name. That's funny. Yeah. Now I'll call you Ilja all the time. Coffee. Jersey said it's a lure. Yeah, it sure is a lure. I get lured in with a coupon and then spend money on all kinds of stuff the coupons don't apply to. Yeah, me too. You know, and I had a nice order. The things I bought I needed. I had a nice order. But she went in there and because the coupon on the outside, you know, to get you in on the ad says it applies to all items, whether they're on sale or full retail. That's what they say. But then in the inclusions, it says you can't get it because of this, and you can't have it because of that. You can't, you know, and I swear, I don't mind a few items, but every item in my sack, except for one, did not get a coupon and that extra 20%. And that just really set me off. You've been working way too much, Shelley says. I've been working way too much. Well, it's time to take a weekend. Why don't you stream tonight, Shelley? I won't mind. Your community is way different than, I mean, most of the gals that go into your stream are different than the gals that come into my stream, and I don't mind that. You've always been streaming on Friday nights. Shelley, Laura, Crafty Mamas. Joann's is so far. I rarely go there. I agree. They have a lame coupon policy. Yeah. Well, you know, most stores don't go into that extra % off. And I really do think Joann's is notorious for marking their sale items up. I mean, those little hobby carts. They had them at an extra 40% off. But by the time you took the 40% off, you could go someplace else and buy it at full price. And, I'm going, what's the use of giving us a coupon for 40% off if you mark it up for above full price? They mark it up for 40%. So I don't know. I guess they got to make their money too, but there's other ways to make money than jerking you around like that. Soccer is so fun. Shelley says, I'm happy that he loves it. He's such a cutie. He's in the heart of childhood, 4th grade. She's got a 4th grader. He's rocking out 4th grade, loving soccer. Aw, very cool. Oh. Oh, your daughter, Shelley? Let's see. You did catch me. All right. Thank you, Shelley. All right. I want to carve a steak. I'm not sure. I'm thinking about a pumpkin, but I don't know. I got a pumpkin on the front. I want something fallish. And I got like spiders and stuff like that, cobwebs. Now I want something else. Like a stack of pumpkins, a stack of jack-o'-lanterns. Could I do that on one of these? Let's try it. A menagerie. Of funny-faced pumpkins. I don't know. We will see here. I have so much fun doing Becky's Dirty Dozens. I'm going to have to pull out an eraser. Now. Let's see what I can do here. I bought some blue copy paper again. I like this blue copy paper for bases. I get it at Walmart. And to write down my Dirty Dozen prompts and stuff like that. I like to keep track of what prompts I use. Although I couldn't tell you now what I did last month. I could tell you by looking at the sheet, but I couldn't tell you what sheet went to what I made out of it. Let's put that in there. Okay. So we're going to try a menagerie of is that what they call them, where they stack them all up, like a goat on a cat on a goat with a mouse on the cat. Is that what they call those? Anyway, it's going to be a stack of punk jack-o'-lanterns, I think. Maybe, if I can draw it. We could do gourds. I'm going to stick to my pumpkins. Good night, Shelley. Thanks for popping in. You have a great day. I hope you get back to streaming. We all miss you. Hardworking ladies. They're all saying sleep well. Good night. Hi, Mina. Good morning. Good morning, Mina. Stamp carving. Yeah, well, I want to try to do a menagerie, and I probably have to zoom in here. Plus. Did it zoom in? I can never tell. There it went. I got lag time here. All right. All right, that's pretty sad. Let's do it right there. Okay, my scissors away. Here's my goal for today is to empty this desk drawer over here on the side. I've never touched it. It looks like there's some paper shredders in there and some cords. And I'm going to take those out. They've got these old, look, they still got these old, they probably hooked up to her computer. I don't have anything like this anymore that I know of. And look, there's two of them. I have no idea. It looks like the sprockets are out of that one. And what is this? I think this is a paper shredder that was probably, ouch, given to her by some corporation that was selling security devices. And she's got two of them in here and a whole bunch of old cords. And I'm going to take these out. I'm going to do that right now, I guess, because I'm halfway there. And I'm going to dump all my washi tape in here. Nobody ever uses this stuff. I can't even get it out. What is this thing? Ah, it's stuck in here. No wonder. No wonder nobody ever uses it. I have no idea what all this stuff is. I want a place for my washi tape. Let's see if I can get this out. It's stuck in here. Boy, she really put it in there. Here it comes. Come on, you're almost there. Now I got the drawer out. Here it is. It's a shredder. This one might still be good. I have no idea. We'll set them over here and test them later today. See if that one works. This one looks like it's the cords are. Let's see what that cord is. Sorry to bore you guys, but this is my goal for today. Where does this cord go off to? There. Oh, it's just a cord. I don't know what those other cords go to. They might have, I think maybe these were just extra cords. Or, look at that. Big old charger for something. TOC. Was that what this was? Yeah. OBC. Maybe that's for that other one. I don't know. Let's get it out of the way. I'm gonna take them upstairs. I've been here 3 years and nobody's ever used them or missed them. So it's time for them to come out of the drawer. Thank you much. The customer receipts are all, there's even customer receipts here. And they're all faded out. All right. Well, I guess that part's done. Let's put the drawer back in here. I'm sorry to bore you guys. I got kind of distracted by my rambling on here. Now, I'm going to put my washi tape in there. It's a fairly fat drawer. And it'll be nice to get this washi tape off of my desk, out of this little pink container that always bottles up on me. And I'll have a drawer full of washi tape that I can ramble through. Sorry. Put all my washi tape and clear this spot off for something else. All right. I've been watching YouTube movies. I watched The Little Ghost last night. Free YouTube movies. You guys ever watch those? They put them in my feed. I have to tell you, they hooked me on it. They hooked me on free YouTube movies. As long as they don't charge me anything, I'll watch them. They're really not half bad. They're real. Whoops. You aren't boring. And washi needs a good home. It does, I'll tell you. It's about time for me to empty this bag of pins these pins and put them in alcohol again, but I'm not going to do that today. There we go. Now I emptied that. I'm going to set that aside over here and find a home for it too, away from where I had it, so that I can find a place to, put these ink pens again. I got that little glass case out, that little glass piece. So here I have them all. I have them all spread out on my desk again. That's just how it goes. All right, let's move on, Mary. I was looking for a pen or something, and I got off onto that washi tape thing. Boy, that's going to be nice because I can just open my drawer and, what kind of washi do I want today? Yeah, I'll probably be moaning and groaning about that. All right, let's do shall I zoom in one more here so you guys can see what I'm doing? Plus. It takes a minute for it to come back. I got more than one sheet of blue out. Ooh, it's kind of hot in here. That furnace is working. All right. While it decides what it's going to do, I'm going to have to move my camera. Because right here for me is where I want to be working, right in here. And that's way up at the top of my screen. So let's move it this way. No, this way. Oops, what did I do? Wrong way? This way. I never get the right way. Hi, Arlene. Did I say good morning to you? One more. All right, I was going to do what I think is a menagerie of pumpkins on here, or jack-o'-lanterns, but I don't know if that's actually going to work. Where's my gel pen? We'll see. We will see. Now I have to take those shredders upstairs. I shred things by hand. I've had a shredder before and it gets all gunked up, and I usually end up just tearing them by hand. All right, just in case I mess up on one. So let's do a fairly large pumpkin at the bottom. A pumpkin. It's going to be a jack-o'-lantern. And he's going to have a smaller one sitting on top of him. Are you guys going to see this? Plus, plus. And let's see, a fairly, well, we want this one larger. And this one in here, and then a smaller one on top. It looks like a snowman. The thing of it is, this eraser is pretty small, but I just, to put on a postcard, you don't want it too wide. So let's see. Let's just make the traditional eyes here, triangle eyes, and triangle nose. I don't know if this is going to work or not. And he has kind of a round cap here. And his stem got sat on. I'm not sure about this. What are you guys saying? Hi, Tony. Good morning. Good night, Samantha. She's going to try to get some sleep. Rest well, Samantha. Sweet dreams. Thanks for popping in. Hi, Tony. Hi, Anne. Good morning, Anne. I think you popped in while I was emptying that drawer for... I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. So this will be carved out and this will be carved in, and he needs a toothy grin. I don't know. That toothy grin might be kind of hard to carve. It's pretty small. I don't know if this is a good idea or not. Eyes will be carved out. He's got a nose. Now, I'm not sure about this. It looks like a snowman gone rogue. Yeah, let's make big old round eyes on this one, because that's probably what I would carve, big old round eyes. He's a creepy pumpkin for sure. Yeah. And then up at the top, we'll have the little stem. Well, we can carve it out and see how it looks. Yeah. And let's make slanty eyes here. Maybe a square nose. And how about putting how do I put a happy face on him? What kind of a face? I can do a smile. Oh, let's do a triangle smile. Like that. An upside down triangle. All right. How is that going to look? I don't know. I have no idea how this is going to look. I should carve it on the back of one of these. I should carve it on the back of one of these rather than a new eraser. Let's carve it on the... I'm starting to use the back. See, I've got hearts and circles there. I put my horn and the owl in the tree. I could do the owl in the tree on my envelopes. What one am I going to carve on the back of? The sunflower one? I got a scissors to carve out there. Let's put it on the back of the sunflower one. I might come back to those scissors later today. Where's my pencil? I don't know how this is going to turn out. I have no idea, but we'll see when we're done how it turned out. I'm wanting to make them rounder than my eraser will allow me. And this guy has round eyes and a funny face. And this guy has slanty eyes. And the stem is up in here. Should do a black cat maybe. Instead of a pumpkin menagerie. The thing of it is, these erasers are so slender, you can't, to get a good design is not really easy. Let's cut it out and see what happens. Let's cut it out and see what happens. It may surprise me. Cut it out of the middle of the paper here. It's just an eraser. I'm so glad that I went to Walmart the other day. There was one left. I think I bought them all for Carved December. And I think I'd like to do illuminated letters, but I think illuminated letters is going to be kind of hard on this shape of an eraser. Oh, well. Let's just, well, here, let's put a fresh one down so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'll say this to scribble on. All right. We will see how this turns out. I'm not so sure about it. And I might have to get me a different lead pencil because this one is not doing the greatest job of transferring lately. I don't know. Now that I said it'll probably come out good. Nope, not too good. But it was a inky. Well, I got the general idea. Might as well just have drawn it on here. All right. So here's my jack-o'-lantern down in here. Here's his nose. Here's an eye and an eye. And then he's got a toothy grin. And that's what's going to be hard to carve, is the toothy grin. Make it come way up there and way up there. That's not going to be easy to carve. All right, then there's one next to it, which kind of looks more like a scarecrow than a pumpkin face, but I kind of like the round eyes. Round eyes. And let's give him a curvy like this too. And a curve here and here and here. Oops, maybe like that and that. A nose. And he's got a silly grin like that. Oh, dear me. Oops. I don't know where I'm holding this. Up a little. Up. Stop. Go back. There. Oh, dear. And then the little one at the top. An even smaller one up here. He looks almost like a Valentine on my sketch. I don't want a Valentine one. Let's give him a cap up here. Because, you know, you carve out the top. But I kind of wanted the stem to show up here. And I don't know if I'm going to have enough room for it. Maybe if I make his head down a little further. And he's got the slanty eyes, square eyes, which is going to be hard to carve too. And he's got a triangle mouth. I'm trying my best. Maybe I'll move that down a little. Come down a little, give him a little bit more room in there. Well, you tried, Mary. All you can do is try. There's just an eraser, and it's the back of an eraser at that. Let's see how it carves out. Let's see how it carves out. I don't have to use it if I don't like it. And you know what I really liked? Well, I got this paper. I really liked when I put the wax paper under this the other night because it was so easy to swoosh up and clean up this mess. All those shavings. It's a lot easier to clean it up than I just kind of pick it up and coffee. All right. Yeah. Let's see what happens here. So I'm going to start with the. I need my ink. I need my ink pad. I always go the wrong way. All right. Let's carve out the side. Just a little bit on here, more in there. Carve out this. I'm only doing this because I want to put something different on that postcard rather than tatting, doodle tatting. I don't know how this is going to turn out. I don't know. We shall find out. Jack-o'-lanterns are supposed to be kind of fun anyway, aren't they? They've made them into works of art lately. On the Food Channel, they'll have those Halloween challenges, and they'll have those professional pumpkin carvers. Oh my goodness, the things they do out of pumpkins. Those great big huge pumpkins. They are sculptors in and of themselves. Oops. It's got a little in there. We'll see how this goes. Laura, are you going to stream later today, later this morning? Are you still in here? What am I doing here? Let's see. Ooh. Hi, Christy. Good morning. On the thin side of an eraser? Oh, what am I going to carve on there with a... that would be awfully hard to carve a pumpkin on the thin side. I guess you could do tiny, tiny ones, but... Hi, Christy. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning. Is he cute? I don't know. Tony says, I'm going to get my carving set out of the box today. Must stop procrastinating. Okay, Tony, we'll hold you to that. Jersey's saying good morning to Kimberly. Oh, good morning, good morning, good mornings. That was really a heavy sigh. I'm good, Tony. If I do every now and then, I don't know why. I guess that's just my expression sometimes. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not sure I have any charm, Jersey. You would have been on your fourth Band-Aid by now. I'm getting some hangnails that are bothering me. I'm not sure. I have one on my thumb now. I broke my fingernail the other morning, and now I have a kind of a hangnail there, but I've got a hangnail over here, and I don't like those hangnails. You're not sure if you're going to stream this morning, Laura? You had oral surgery? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's not fun. You went to the dentist? Would you have a root canal? Oh, I don't blame you. Who'd want to stream with a toothache? I got to figure out exactly what I'm going to do tonight. Yet. I try to make me a little list. I don't always follow it. I have something else I want to do this morning, so I don't want to dawdle too long here. I might stop these postcards and work on that because I'm so curious on it. All righty, we'll just give them a little carve here and there and around. And then we have to kind of come this way and this way. Get there's not much negative space on here. I wish these erasers were like 3x5. A 3x5 eraser, 3.5 by 5 inch eraser. Yes, please. Probably costs me $35. All right, let's see what I can do with putting the caps on here. These are kind of supposed to be doodly jack-o'-lanterns. I'm not sure how they're going to turn out. If they don't turn out, it's just an eraser. I can use it to erase all my mistakes. And let's see. Maybe we want this one a little wider. Do we want this one a little wider? Yeah. And then let's go in and see what I can do about carving out his face here. Try not to get the top of my head in the... But I notice when I do this up close work, I always get the top of my head in the camera. You guys see the top of my head. I'm saving up for a really good haircut. And when I mean saving up, I mean I'm letting my hair grow out. I'm letting it go gray completely. And it's fairly long. It's down to my waist, but it's got all the dark hair on the bottom. And I'm wanting it to grow out completely. It's got a couple more inches to go before, because I'm going to have it cut shoulder length, I think. But I have all that. I used to dye my hair a lot, and I'll have all that brown ends cut off, and then I'll have gray hair all over my head. And I'm thinking I'll do that in 2020. That'll be my new me in 2020. I will have officially claimed old age. I'll stop fighting it. I've stopped fighting it when I came down here 3 years ago, and I'm just letting it grow out. But that's one reason why I don't show my face. That's what I'm getting at. Because I just have my hair all tied back with that clip. And around the house here, nobody cares. You know, so... But every now and then I get my head in the way. And you guys see the top of my gray hair. Let's curve this pumpkin a little here. So Dee Dee Willingham's doing her yearbook. And I'm going, Dee Dee, don't do me until I get my new do. I send her some. I said, don't do me until I send you some happy mail. But she doesn't always do faces anyway. But she agreed. I haven't seen her work in her yearbook lately. She's been doing movie monsters. I posted on her Twitter last night. I don't know if she's seen it. I said, you know, it just occurred to me that I don't know any of these movie monsters that you're doing. Woo! Am I glad I don't know them? I mean, half of those monsters, I know who Frankenstein is, but, you know, I missed a lot. I guess I missed a lot in life. I don't know who all those monsters are. She did a Kraken yesterday. All right, I don't know who the Kraken is. I missed the story of the Kraken. And I'm kind of glad I don't know who all those monsters are. Some of them I know. Some of them I know. And I'll learn who they are through Dee Dee's sketches. know what I'm going to do here. If I can do that toothy grin without do my carving my pumpkin here. Uh-oh, I don't know. This toothy grin might have goofed in here. Oh, well. Come on. Trying to get the space between his teeth carved out. It's not that easy. I'm not sure. His teeth may be a little sharp instead of square. We shall see. I have a square blade. I think it's bigger than this notch, though. Oh. That would probably be how I would carve a real pumpkin, too, with scary. All right, let's see if I can't carve this a little more. All right, on to the next one. It's got a less of a toothy grin. It's got a smiley face. Let's see if I can get it in here. I'm giggling too hard. This is silly. These are Halloween ones for sure. No, I messed that up. Yeah, let's do the nose. Yeah. I tell you, my year is just flying by. I can't believe this is the middle of October already. Almost the middle of October. Let's see if I can't thin that nose out a little. And let's give it the hair swirls up in here, maybe. And some curves in here. And maybe in there. And the eyes. The eyes. The eyes aren't going to be easy. Am I way out of frame here? Let's see. If I'm working here, I'm way off over this way. Let's move my... Sorry about that. Let's see. Do I want to go that way or that way? Let's try it that way first. That was the wrong way. Come back. Back. There. Oops. There. Move over one. Come on. There you go. Do you guys carve jack-o'-lanterns? I was thinking about buying a pumpkin. You know what I did? My brother went fishing the other day. He drinks a lot of milk. And he'll go to the store and buy these gallon jugs of milk. And, they're just white milk. And then the gallon white plastic jug. And I saw this YouTube video where they painted a ghost on it. Black craft space. So I got out my black craft paint painted two big scary eyes, two big black eyes, and a nose, and a silly grin ghost. And I usually set the milk out on the table when we have supper. I didn't set it out. I let him go to the refrigerator and get it. There's a big old ghost in there on the milk jug. I laugh about it. He hasn't drank it all yet, and he'll when he puts the milk back in the refrigerator, he'll turn that ghost toward the back, and I'll go into the refrigerator and turn it back to the front. And I giggle about it. I just think it's so funny, you know. Yeah, you gotta have some fun in life. And I drink milk, like I'll have it in my cereal and all that, but I don't drink it like glasses of it at a time. I used to, but I usually like drink it in my milk and use it for cooking and stuff like that. But every time I go to the refrigerator and I see that gallon of milk with that funny grin on its face. And I won't do that all the time, but I saw it on a YouTube video and I go, I've got to do that. He goes, somebody's been painting on the milk jug. Oh, dear. Hi, Angela. Hi, Joyce. Hi, Emma. Good morning, ladies. Kimberly, Joyce. Hi, Joyce. Arlene says, thanks to my son, I know a few of the monsters. Scary never was my choice. Mine either. Mine either. You know, I watched the little ghost movie last night. And he comes out at the witching hour at 12. That was the whole gist of it. He didn't want to be a night ghost. He wanted to be a day ghost. Well, that's all I'll tell you of the story. But it got to be 12 o'clock last night. And I'm going, oh, it's the witching hour. And I'm going, Mary. And but my thought was, if here I am this old, and if I think of the scary witching hour at 12 o'clock, how is that going to affect a kid? Well, I think a kid who's, 8 or 9 probably will be over it, but and that's really who that movie is geared to. And then my other thought was, YouTube, what are you doing? Are you going to monetize that movie? That was my other thought. It was a YouTube movie, the little ghost. I enjoyed the movie. I kind of like family movies, kids movies. I like to watch the kids stuff. I'm not into all this sex and violence and all of that crap on TV or YouTube. I like to watch the little ghosts. Oh, dear. Oh, dear me. We got the top one to do here. Let's put the cap on it. Now, if I were really good, I would have had little leaves and little swirls in here. But I'm not really good yet. Because I could have put a swirl in here someplace. But oh well. Oh well. We'll have to draw the swirls and leaves on, I guess, if I want them. I got it a little more in here. I'm working on the top one, and then we'll stamp it off. I need a little definition there. And maybe there. Maybe up in here, kind of. I could have carved a ghost stamp. Don't give her any ideas. This one just kind of has straight eyes. Like that. Maybe sleepy, looking a little sleepy. And a little nose. and a triangle mouth. Let's put a line there and a line. Can I get that triangle mouth in there? I don't know. We will try. I would love to have this polymer, high polymer carving material in a big old sheet of it. It would probably cost me $200. I don't know though. They brought the price of those erasers down at Walmart, and do I love them for that? $1.46 for 3 of them versus $4. Yeah. And you can get 2 on an eraser, plus you can carve in here. You know, I could carve the leaves over in there. And maybe some twiny things. Where's my pen? Where's my pen? It's under here. That's my pencil. Where'd the pen go to? Where'd the pen go to? That's not it. That's not it. Yeah, well, that's the Sharpie. I like the gel pens. Let's see. We want, I don't know if I was a swirly and a leaf. Yeah. And a vine and a leaf. I'll put another leaf in there. And put another swirly up there. I don't know how that'll work, but we'll give it a try. A little bit harder to carve on the side because it's on its side. And they're going to be negative because it'd be awfully hard to carve out all around that. It'd be awfully hard to carve all that space around each of these. It's hard enough to carve that. Hey man, get out of there. And I don't know about the swirl. I don't know if he's going to swirl for me or not. We'll give it a try. Come up that way and do a leaf that way. Carve that out. We'll see how this works. And then it comes up this way and does a twisty thing in here. We'll see how this work looks when I ink it up. I'm getting ready to stamp off here in a minute. I got something else I want to do this morning. Kind of hard to get those swirls in there on its tip. All right, we'll see how this will, let's carve this leaf out. How this will stamp up. I'm not too sure about it. Let's see what I have here. Let's see what I have. Let's grab a piece of white paper. Fold it in half. Let me throw my shavings away. That means taking everything off the top of my wastebasket. Don't ask me why I do all this stuff. It's there, and it's convenient. Throw the shavings away here, if you please. Put that back down. Put everything back on the top of my wastebasket. All right, let's see how it stamps off. Okay, so right about there. Let's move it over a little. And I didn't get it all off. All right. Right about there. Right about here. All right, we're going to see what the pumpkins look like first. I probably should re-ink this pad. Not too bad. Not too bad. Oh, dear me. That in there. But I'm going to have to kind of leave it, I think. But I can kind of clean it up a little on the side here. Kind of clean this up. And the others are so goofy. I kind of like them just like they are. That's the scoop one. I kind of like them just like they are. I don't think I'll do much to this. Maybe put a little top notch in there. Yeah. I don't know if that'll help to hurt it. Clean that up a little. Maybe clean this up a little here. If I can. I'm going to curve him a little more. I don't know, I kind of like it. I kind of like it the way it is. Just clean it up and around in there. It's supposed to be silly. It's not supposed to be a beautiful work of art. Let's stamp off the side and see how that works. Let's stamp the side on. Now this will be mostly dark and all the leaves and vines will be white. Oh, that turned out pretty good. Smooth this out a little. If and I can. That I don't know. Let's just take it out. And I kind of like the others just the way they are. We might put some viney vines in here. Some viney lines. I might stamp this down the middle of the postcard. I could almost stamp that on the sides, couldn't I? Come on. Let's stamp it off again. Let's stamp let's stamp the pumpkins off again. Let's see. I think I want to fix his nose a little. Fix his nose just a little in here. Otherwise, I'm kind of happy with him for being so little. I'm not really happy with this line in here, but I can't really, I guess I could. He'd look more like a pepper than a pumpkin. No. He'd look more like a pepper than a pumpkin. And then, see what I could do is take this and stamp it on the side here, stamp it up in here, just like that across my postcard. just like that. Say that's my postcard. Yeah. And then make my little pumpkin over in here. And, well, that wasn't too good of a stamp off. And then over in the center, kind of put this again. That's how it's going to be. I think I might re-ink my pad before I do that, though. I think I might re-ink my ink pad. I've used it several times. It needs some juicing up. Did you guys watch the Frugal Crafter when she went out and painted outdoors? Oh my goodness, she did a beautiful, beautiful fall landscape. You have to go watch that just to see the main landscape. Beautiful. I wanted to get my re-inker out of here. And I need a card to... I'll just use the back of this. Will be fine. I still got a pin in it. But I ordered some more re-inker, so that's on its way. And I might zoom out a little when I get to stamping my postcards. So I'm getting pretty close to the end of this, I think. Boy, I wonder if I could open that cap up with the pliers and put some of that India ink in there. That would be interesting. All right, well, you know, you're supposed to scrape it down, but I think it went in there pretty good. And I don't think I'll have to do much to it. But we should probably stamp it off one to make sure that it's okay. Let me zoom out a little now. Maybe a couple more. Let's see how this stamps off. Pretty good. I need it in there, but that's more my stamping. All right, let's take one. And I think I'll do the edge first. We will see how this goes. Thank you, Arlene, for mentioning that, because I really like that. I really do like that. And I wouldn't have done it if Arlene wouldn't have said anything. Let's do this a little better if I can. It's kind of hard to see where that stamp is going. You guys are seeing it, but I'm not seeing it top down like you guys are. But I don't think it's going to matter too much. It's just a black border. And then I think I'll put one in here. Got to leave some room in here. I got to get postcard written on there. Let's see how the pumpkin looks on there. I might just write boo on the back. Boo. I like it. I like it. All right. There it is. That's what something like they're going to be. And that's the front. So there's one. Let's see if I can't do these borders a little better. I think if I do the sides first, and I don't know, maybe if I turn it this way, I can see it better. I seem to have better luck when I angle this way. And I tend to want to twist that this way. So when I stamp this, I need to make sure I get the bottom part stamped. It's a little bit harder to stamp this way. There. Now, let's turn it that way. Could do more of these borders. Arlene says, use up your entire eraser, Mary. You got the ends too. See, that kind of wants to curve. And I have to be careful how I'm stamping it. See what I'm doing. Yeah. Wax paper wants to float around on me. Put my coffee cup on it. Let's just not be so paranoid about it, Mary. Just go do it. Just go do it. Now it has to flip this way. Put my little pumpkins on it. I'm kind of dark in there, but oh well. I love them. They're just giggling. Those pumpkins are just giggling. My hands are black from this eraser because I don't wash these out. I just, whatever, you know. It's a little bit hard to stamp with the end of this eraser. It wants to curve while I'm it wants to curve. It's kind of dark in there. I think it must have flowed through from the other side. My pumpkin. Yeah, I think I'm getting the hang of it. Kind of hold it down here at the bottom so it won't curve out while I'm stamping. Am I doing that the right way? I think I'll write boo on them. Boo. Boo. That's what I'll write on them. Boo. Oh, this one didn't ink up too well. Where's my pen? Let's fix him. This one got a little crazy. There. There we go. I love him. I love them. I didn't think they were going to turn out so good. They're really turning out fun. They're kind of fun. For what? An eraser that I paid $3 into $1.45 goes how much? 3 will go into 14 4 times. 2 left over, that's 25. About 50 cents for an eraser if I buy these at Walmart. 50 cents for an eraser, and you can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 designs on them if you're work at it. Hold it down there. I'm busy stamping these, and then I'll come and look at chat. I've got 8 of them. 8 to stamp. And I'm on my 4th one, so I'm about halfway done. This is what I wanted, though. I wanted something a little bit different on the back of these than Penelope and flappers and sunflowers. So I'm thinking about what I'm going to buy for candy for the kids that come trick-or-treating. I was thinking it would be nice to actually get them some chocolate this year. My brother always buys bubble gum and the cheapest candy he can find. I go, and if I was a kid going trick-or-treating, I wouldn't come to this house because the candy's cheap. And then he'll pick out all the good ones. I get so mad at him. I'm going, you're an old man. You leave that candy for the kids. He'll go there and he'll pick out all the good ones and eat them. Oh, dear. I'm buffering. Is anybody else buffering? You guys buffering? Beck's Borders would make cute stamps. Yes, they would. Let's get rid of my buffer. I got 10 million notifications out there. Let's clear those and get rid of this. And that leaves that. We have to close. I have to close that. Ooh, I guess I did close it, didn't I? All right. Then we'll go back and open up my YouTube again. Lessons, and open the YouTube app. And go to my stream. There. Beck's Borders would make cute stamps, wouldn't they? But you know, some of them would be hard to carve. It's not easy to get in there and carve all these little things out here. It's not quite that easy because it's so tiny. You know, this is only about 1 inch wide and 2.5 inches tall, and that's pretty small for even the smallest blade. Leave well enough alone, Ann says. Thank you, Laura. She says perfect stamp for those postcards. Thank you, Joyce. Thank you, Suzanne. Good morning, Suzanne. Aw, thank you guys. Hi, Angela. Good morning. Kimberly's in the house. Emma's here. Anne says she loves The Walking Dead. I'm not much one on scary movies because I'm more one on uh the childhood after the movie is over with, what's going to come and eat me. What's going to get me after the movie? So I'm kind of glad I'm not familiar with all those movie monsters that Dee Dee is inking up. I know a few of them, but I don't know all of those movie monsters, and I'm not sure I want to. I'm not much into that. They're good, though. I mean, her drawings are phenomenal. They're just awesome. Dee Dee makes them friendly. I think that in real life, they'd want to eat me or something. Kill me. Kill me. Yeah. I'm really liking this stamp. I'm going to carve more of these side borders. These are so fun to do, to stamp. It's giving me ideas here. Well, that one went clear across the postcard. I may not get postcard written on them. I'm going to carve me a postcard stamp that says postcard. But I'm not that good at writing. The printing and the writing is something I need to work on. This one may need just a little bit of darkening in here. Didn't get quite enough ink on it. 2 left. 3 left. I'm probably boring the bejeebies out of you. What's Mary doing this morning? Playing with the erasers. Becky will get one of these because these are her dirty dozens. And I told Mark at Art Exploration that I'd save one for him. And I need one for me. So I'll probably give away 5 of these. And I might do that this morning yet. I might do it yet this morning. What time is it? 6:12. We got time. So around 7:15, if you're lurking and just listening, if you want a chance to win one of these postcards with the funny faced pumpkin stack on it, come on in around 7:15 if you can. I'll give away 5 of them if you want one. If you don't want one, don't play. Some of you have won enough to start your own Meri junk journal. Oh, these are getting less ink in here. I don't know why. I think my ink pad I've used it so much. I might have to get me a new one. Although it's not really that bad. I re-inked it this morning. They're not bad. 2 more. I'll quit boring you. Well, I got to write boo. I'm going to write boo on them. That bottom one wants to curve. What can I say? What can I say? The bottom of the eraser here wants to curve right in there. I don't think I can get postcard written in there. I think I'm going to make sure I have, well, I got one more. Here, let me do these. Get them inked up good. No, I think I'm running out of re-inker. I ordered more, but it seems like they're getting a little bit faint. They're getting a little faint. I got one more to do. I thought I inked them up good. All the ink's on my fingers. Yeah, that one really curved on me. Oh well, it'll be all right. Yeah. This one is losing I need more ink. I'm losing my juice here. That one went pretty good. I think I'm getting tired. By the time you do 8 of these, you're pretty tired. That one will kind of way at the edge, but I'm going to put well, let's do this first. Give myself plenty of room here. Ink him up better than that, Mary. Maybe I'm just not letting it on there long enough or something. No. I think it's my ink pad, not my stamp. I think my ink pads needs to be rejuiced again. I didn't get that much in there. I needed to maybe work it in a little bit more. But that's the last one. All right. Clean my hands off. Yeah, filthy. Ink. Inky. Icky poo. I think I'm going to go to Walmart and buy me some more shop towels. That's what I've been using in here because these are just, they're not bad. They're not worn. They're just stained. I've got ink and I wash them, but I got all that acrylic paint on them. And I think I'm ready for invest $5 for 3 more shop towels and throw these away. Use them as rags out on the porch. There we go. It's not, I need a lot of soap for the rest of it. All right, let's write boo. Let's write boo on these. Boo. Where am I going to date it? 10. I'm going to put 9 was yesterday because that's when I made the postcard. 19. Boo. Boo meaning scary, not boo. Not meaning boo, boo, not booing ya, but meaning boo. Boo. 10. 9. It's kind of hard to write with this marker. 19. Boo. You need the exclamation point. Do I have room for an exclamation point? And 10, 9, 19. Ooh. I'm like a kid at school here. There we go. Then I like to come in and with my Sharpie, wherever that went off to, I had it here. I had it here this morning. I put the cap back on it. Come on, where did it go to? Not there. It's not here. I put a cap on it. Did it roll off? Is it over here? Close pin post here. Oh, I bet I put it in the carving box, wherever I did with that. I'll bet I put my Sharpie in there instead of this. I'll bet you I did. No. Huh. I don't know what I do with stuff. How could I lose stuff in 2 feet of space? Just tell me. How does that happen? Yes. The more I do now, the less I have to do when I get them ready to mail, and the more apt I'm gonna get them sent out. So all I have to do now is put the winner's name there and address it and put a stamp on it. Too bad they don't have more than seashell stamps for postcards. They need stamps for postcards. They've got some new stamps that are coming out the 11th. I guess they came out yesterday. Tomorrow. Today's the 10th, right? Is today the 10th? Today's the 11th. They come out today. And they think they're Halloween stamps. TheMeri Abrams. TheMeriAtelier. Oh, I put TheMeri Abrams. No, it's because I'm trying to talk and write at the same time. Yeah, I'm thinking about getting real candy for those kids this year, even if I have to invest my own money into it, rather than all this cheap Halloween candy. Who likes to go treating and not get chocolate? And that cheap candy. I don't mind some of it, but let's give them some Tootsie Roll Pops but you buy that candy, that Halloween candy in those big bags. I don't like it myself. Why would I want to give that to kids? Get them some $20 bags of candy. Last year, I think Halloween was on the same night I streamed. One year it was. I streamed Halloween night. And between having to go to the door and streaming, I was pretty worn out. All right. I should probably ink the sides up here. There's my larger. I got them over here. Ink up the sides here a little more. Just like this. I don't like doing this. This is my least favorite thing to do. Let's put this one in the center now. That one's kind of hard to get inked. No, not perfect, but better. Not perfect, but better. I sneezed, and off to the side here, I've got a runny nose, and it's been bothering me all morning. And I don't want to honk on. I don't want to honk online. Oh dear. Oh, it must be Friday morning. I think this one is a little bit shorter. Excuse me, a little bit shorter. I do like these Pen Plus gears. I think they're well worth the money you pay for them for doing stuff like this. But that doesn't mean I want them to raise the price. If they raise the price, I get mad and tell them they're no Sharpie. You're no Sharpie. But I like you anyway. I like them because they're cheap and they work. I can afford to buy them, and I do use them a lot. I drain pretty fast, especially the black ones. Now I can only do this because I bordered all these in black. Otherwise, I'd probably have all sorts of black marks out there. Come on. Oh, some of these don't want a color. Some of them are a little taller than others. Oops. Yeah. I'm doing my best. Get these colored in on the sides. I don't like doing this. This is my least favorite thing to do. That they probably need a little inking on the edges. Now this outer one is giving me pains here. Now we're going to call it good. All right, so they're all ready for giveaway. I wrote boo on the back. That was my journaling. I think the only prompt I didn't do on here was paint with a stick. And I'm not going to. I've got plenty on here. And I carved a stamp for them. So that's my wild card. I used a wild card. I carved a stamp for them. All right. So I want to move on and do something else today. We'll have a giveaway at 7:15 on those postcards. But I want to do something else. I'm very interested to see how it'll work. Let me clean my hands off again. They're all inky. They feel grody, grimy. They won't be totally clean, but they'll be alcoholed. They'll be hand sanitized. There won't be any germs on them. Although, using this hand towel. The towel's clean. It just doesn't look clean because it's all painty. I need to wash about 3 of them. I think I'll go and buy me some more. They're really not bad shape. They're inky. All right. What I want, and let's put my carving away here. I don't know what I did with that black band. Here's one. We'll use this. All right. What I want, what did I do with those postcards? There they are. We'll try a couple postcards first, see how it works. We'll try 2 of them. And I think I'll give it a light. Let's give it a light wash with this. I shouldn't have thrown that wax paper away. Let's get it out again. Even though it's wrinkly, it's still good. I just want a spot to put my ink. And I just want a light wash. That might be enough. And these brushes, I don't know, I really need to clean them out. All right, let's spritz some water on it. This is acrylic ink, and I'm going to use the red because I have it out from last night. And I'm just going to swish it on there. It's kind of pretty red. Woo! I washed it down a little with some water. I diluted it with some water, so it would be kind of a wash. It's really a pretty fall color, isn't it? But you know what? I think I want it juicier. Yeah. Should have left that wax paper on here. Now let's dry that, and it'll be just like a light wash. And it'll probably be juicy on the other side, but I really didn't mean these for postcards. I just chose them out because they were smaller. I didn't want to get a big 11 by 15 inch piece of paper out here. So some of that ink's going to juice off to the bottom. That's okay with me. This is just an experiment. This is just the background. I've got other stuff I want to do on here. Ooh, let's make use of that. Let's make use of that. Let's swipe it in here. I don't know if I can do that to this other one too. Some. I should have swiped it before I dried it in here. I would have gotten more. That's okay. I'll just get something on the back of them. Okay, let's get a different sheet of paper out. I might save this for collaging. We'll see how that dries. Let's get another blue sheet out. Let's put my paintbrush back. Let's put the cap on my ink. Okay. Now, let's see what I want. What did I do with what I wanted? Let's get this out. And last night when I was doing the Dirty Dozen, there was a prompt that said, do a resist. And I used this rubber cement. And we used to use rubber cement as a frisket, a cheap frisket in, because frisket is expensive. But in college, rubber cement's not all that cheap either. What did I pay? I don't use it. I paid $3.19 for this, and that was at Allen's, which is a retail store. So you can probably get a little cheaper if you're interested in a cheap frisket. And a frisket meaning when you do watercolor, you use it to, well, that's what we used it to. When you do your watercolor, you use it to mark out the places that you don't want to, as a resist. But that's what we used in college because we were cheap students. We couldn't afford all those art supplies. But I haven't done this for years. And I thought, I wonder how it would work through a stencil. And I really liked the effect that I saw last night. And I wanted to play with it some more and see if I can get it to work again here. What happens with this rubber cement, you can dry it and then you put a coat. I'm going to put another coat of ink on it. And the frisket should mark out resist the ink when it's dry here. I'm putting a really nice coat on here. I don't know how it's going to work. I haven't done this for a long time, and I used it for watercolor. I didn't use it through a stencil. But I might go buy me some more rubber cement. And it's not going to, it's not going to resist every little thing. It's going to be mixed media-y. It's going to be texture-y. All right, let's pull this off. And you won't see it until you put color on it. Let's set that aside, let it kind of dry, and then I'll use the heat gun. And it'll all rub off your stencil. It'll rub off. Let's do this one in here. Let's move it down a little. Maybe right in there. And I've used this, so I'm getting toward the end of this. See, and it's a cement. It's rubber cement, but it'll rub off. I bought this to put on the back of my fussy cuts when I was putting them in that wax paper book. But I decided that double-sided tape from the dollar store worked better because it was low tack. This will, if you put it on the back of something like paper and glue it down, and if you leave it long term, like weeks, it will stick. But if you just use it short term, like I am, you can rub it off. And I am putting a good coat of this on. I'm hoping that it's going to. It did last night. When I saw what had happened last night, it covered up most of what happened because it was a dirty dozen. But I liked what I saw, and I wanted to experiment with it more. It stinks. You have to be over 18 to buy it because kids will buy it and sniff it. So do it in a ventilated area. It's kids will sniff it. I had to show my driver's license to buy it. I was surprised me. I'm going, what do you mean? It's just glue. Well, kids will get high on it. I don't get high on it. I could get high if I don't put a lid on it and quit. All right. So let's pull this off. I'm going to set this aside. We'll rub it off a little bit later. Now there's that one. And there's this one. So I kind of stuck a little piece of plastic that I was using the other night on my, stuck to this. Let's pull that off. Now I'm going to hit that with the heat gun. And I'm debating whether I want to put blue or more red on this. And I think I'll put maybe sepia color. I've got some sepia ink I'll put over this. And I don't imagine it has to be totally dry. I'm just drying it to get rid of a little of the stickiness. Probably walk away and leave this. And all right, let's try. I'm not sure how this is going to work. This is an experiment. Let's see. Where's my sepia? Here. Let's get out a clean towel. Okay. Now I think I'll use this full strength. I don't think I'll water it down. Which means I think I want it in the lid here. Can you guys see what I'm doing? Am I zoomed into? Can you guys see? I guess you can. Yeah, I didn't get any. Let's just pour it out on a couple drops. See, it runs down the bottle. That's what I don't like about this. It needs I need a dropper. All right, let's paint over this. See, you can kind of see it resisting now. Can you see that design breaking through there? What I don't know if it's going to show when I peel it off, if it'll peel it back white or the pretty orange color. We'll see. I guess I'm just going to dip my brush in it. I don't know if I got enough on this one. I'm running out of glue, so I think I'll go buy me some more. It's a cheap Frisket. We used to use it in watercolor class way back in the day. Way back in the day. I'm pretty happy with that. For what it is. Let's rub some off on this sheet. All right, let's give that a dry. Put the ink cap on my ink so I don't spill it. Because I'm one to spill stuff, believe me. Let's give it a dry here. All right, then what you do is you rub this off. And your design comes through. I'm rubbing off the cement, the rubber cement. Now, if I went a little bit slower and made sure I had glue in all the areas of my stencil, I would have more coming through here. But I'm just experimenting. And I'm really glad that it's showing that it's not going down to the white paper. I am loving it. I am loving it. I'll probably be doing more of this. You have to be able to tolerate the rubber glue smell, though. It's not odor-free. You want to work in a ventilated area. Or you might get high. Did I kick my camera? I'm sorry. Let's do the other one. The other one, I don't think I got as much glue on it. I got some. I didn't get much in here. Isn't that fun? You might as well have fun. If you're going to do your art, might as well have fun. Rubber cement. Woohoo! Now, let's get rid of this. Let's kind of wipe my desk off here a little. You guys can stand that. Get that rubber cement shavings off here. Let's clean my stencil a little. You got to be careful when you do this. Kind of remember what side you put this on. And just kind of clean it like you would any stencil. Might not even hurt to put some alcohol or hand sanitizer on it. It'll rub off just like any other. Set my phone back up here. Or go put it in not Papa Murphy. Papa Murphy is a pizza joint around here. Murphy's oil soap. Clean it. Just kind of rub it off. And get you a soft brush would work nice. I use this stencil a lot. I like it a lot. I need to clean it. I think that gold is on the other side, though. Let's turn it over. Well, I don't know. Gold might be there to stay. It doesn't bother me. Yeah. Buy plenty of paper towels because you'll need them. You'll need them. And I would do this with a stencil. If you do this, if you try this, try it with a stencil that's well worn or that you don't care as much about, because you might be cussing me out about cleaning it. I don't mind this, but it's got rubber glue on it. You have to clean it. Maybe if you get your brush. It doesn't bother me. It'll all work off eventually anyway. Kind of go in circles if you can. If you go in circles, that'll work that glue loose too. Seems to be in there. And this didn't have rubber cement on it. It's just gunky. Put it in the oil soap one of these days when I get my energy. Some of this is towel coming loose. Yeah. I'm going to call that good. It may not be the best. I should probably put it in Murphy's oil soap, but just gotta any resist that you put in here is going to gunk it up some. You can do the same thing with the matte gel medium as a resist. Do I have some matte gel? What time is it getting to be? What time is it? Almost 7. We'll play with this postcard a little bit more. And I might try the matte gel after I have the giveaway, just for fun. So I'll keep this stencil out. This will be my mess stencil for doing messy stuff like modeling paste. I put modeling paste in here last night with these flowers. It's all gunky. It's all gunky. That's the way it goes when you... There we go. Pretty good. Not too bad. All right. We'll put it up there. Get rid of all of this again. Yeah. Ew. I should put me a new tabletop down. I just keep using it. I think on the back, it's got something on the back of it too. Make nice journal covers. All right, let's throw this away. And let's play with these. I still have a sheet of paper out here. I have this one that I cut up. No. I didn't get any resist in there. I have this gold Posca pen that Miss Holly sent to me. I want to see how that'll work on here. It might work better on... I got some black paper on order too. I don't think it's showing up too good on this. It needs a better... I don't want to waste it. I don't want to waste it, Holly. I'll save it for something that it shows up better. Let's try this one. This one is getting dry. It doesn't show up much better than that other one does. So gold isn't showing up too good on here. So back up, Mary, back up. What else do I have? This is a Sharpie white permanent marking stick. It doesn't say that it's an oil one, though. It says dries within minutes, marks on wet or oily surfaces. But it doesn't say that it's an oil marker. I guess I'll find out. I'm experimenting today. I didn't even know where I got this. It looks like an oil marker. But it says it dries. What I don't like about it is it's like a tube of lipstick. It's like a tube of lipstick. It's like if you want to write a big old letter. Oh, that's okay. Let's do the other one. This one needed more resistance here. That's what you get when you experiment. I think I got this at the hardware store, Ace hardware store. I went in for one of those gold Krylon pens and I walked out with this. I think this is oil based, but it says it dries within minutes, so we'll see. I don't like it in it that the fact that it's like lipstick. It makes a big thick line. If you want a big thick line, it's okay for doing the borders. There we go. That was my experiment. That was my experiment for the morning. I'm going to have a contest in about 10 minutes. Let's put this aside and let them dry. And while they're drying, let's just mess around some more here. Let's put another layer of that red ink on. 2 more, and I'm going to play with the gel medium instead of the rubber cement. Because you can do that same technique with matte gel medium. Let's do 3 of them because I got 3 postcards here. So let's get out the red ink again. I like that reddish color for fall. I got a few minutes here, and that will be just enough time to ink these up. That should be enough. Let's get my brush out. And I got a paper towel, but it fell on the floor. I can reach and get it here. Reach. You might see my head. And I got to get my water spritzer. Let's kind of spritz that a little. I might need more. And let's ink this up. And I think I spritz it with water while it's still wet. And this time that water won't drain through to the other side. Let's do the other one. I mean, it won't soak through to the paper. I guess I need more ink. Yeah. Fooling around with that. Let's spritz this. Let's do the third one here. Just kind of dip it in my... Let's get messy. That's it. Let's close my ink up before I knock it over. And let's spritz this one. Now let's do the drag here. I don't want to touch it. Whee! That's pretty, Mary. Let it dry over here. Oh, running off on the me. I caught it in time, though. Oh, no. Yeah, move my chair. Ah! Where did that go? I've got to get that up fast, or I will be in trouble. Mary's playing and getting sloppy and getting in trouble here. Not only will I have to buy him new curtains, I'll have to buy him new rug. He'll say, where did that come from? I don't know. I got it. I got it. I would love just to be in a room where I could have a cement floor, not have to worry about a carpet, not have to worry about this stuff. I think I got it. It's kind of dark down there. Don't mind me. I'm just cleaning the carpet. I think I'm okay. I think I got it. It wasn't much. It was just a few little drips off of that. All right. Forward, onward, forward. Mary's playing in her ink here. I'm going to set these aside to dry, and we're going to have our postcard contest as soon as I get this wiped up here. Yeah, I should have probably used a table napkin, back of a table napkin to do this, but next time. I'm experimenting today. All righty. Let's just set these aside to dry. Let's get rid of that. Let's get another blue sheet out. I have my blue sheets of paper for my contest. Let's zoom out one. Wash my hands off again. I have a chair mat here, but it's got its own wicked mind. It doesn't stay under the chair. It floats around the floor. And I trip over it, and I stumble over it, and my chair gets caught on it. I'm going to pull it up and throw it in the trash. I'm disgusted with it. All right, the postcards we're giving away are, if you want to do the giveaway, we only got, I see. Let me do a refresh here. See how many people we got in here. Clear my stream. YouTube. Okay. We have 31 people in here. Hi, Violet. Hi, Journey. Anne. Let's show Anne's message. I don't know why it held your... Oh, probably because of your extreme word there, Anne. I let it go through. You were having words for that surgery. You had both knees replaced a couple years ago. Oh my goodness, Anne. What would someone charge to take that crap off of the ceiling? You mean the ceiling? What do they call that? The popcorn ceiling? It is a fun technique, Pamela, but you got to be careful if you're on a carpet. It can get messy. We're going to try that with the gel medium instead of the rubber cement this time. But I'm going to do the postcard giveaway. So international are welcome to play because I'll just put them in the mail like this. They just put an international stamp on it. I carved a stamp, a little pumpkin. I think they call them menageries, little stack of pumpkins there. And I wrote boo on the back of it. And Arlene inspired me to use the side and carve the border. So that was really fun to do. One's going to Aunt Beck because she does the Dirty Dozens on Wednesday nights, and one's going to Mark because I promised him one, and I'm keeping one. So that leaves 5 of them. So I'm just going to pull the top 3 out, and then I'm just going to number. Now, I think I got kind of mixed up on the numbers on some of these. So if you don't get what you think you're getting, oops. But I'm going to try to keep them in order. 1, 2, 3, because each one is they're all the same, but each one is just a little bit different. 4, 5. Not that it really matters, and I'm not going to do any journaling on the top or anything. So, all right. So, international, welcome to play. A number between 1 and 75. One number only. If you see somebody chose your number, kind of call them out and say you got my number and choose another number. And we don't have hundreds of people in here, so that's okay. We'll try to get them resolved. Don't say anything until I type in go. Let's see. This is postcard giveaway. And see these pens, I go through these really fast. We're marking on those. Marking on them. On all that. That's all postcard ink in there. That's all the ink from the pens. So I go through these pretty fast. This is 10. Is it 11th today? Yeah, today's the 11th. 19. I'm just going to put pumpkin here to remind me later. And there's 5 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And of course, the one that's closest to the number as I do the sequence number generator without going over will get it. And you have to get me your address within 7 days. You all are good on that. Most of you, I have your address. So let me go out to the random reader. I use that. And I guess I was looking at how to winter hydrangeas because I want to winter Becky's hydrangeas. And let's start a new tab and go to the random generator. And I'm going down to the sequence generator. And you guys aren't going to see this because even when I make it darker, it's hard for you to see. So you're just going to have to trust me. So a number between 1 and 75. Don't say anything until I say go. Now go back to my chat. Are you ready? Go. Hi, Hottie Popo. Hi, Giovanna. Hi, Lana. Lona, Lona. Welcome. You are new to me. Welcome, welcome. Hi, Deborah. Jersey's in the house. Angela's here. Violet, Joyce, Nancy. Hi, Hudson Sailor. Welcome, welcome. Suzanne. You got any duplicates going out there? Have you guys checked to see if anybody has your number? Do you have my number? There are two 33s. Joyce and Giovanna both have 33. One of you choose a new number. Lana, I see. You picked 60. Okay, that's not a 1. We're going to give you 60 on that. Hudson says there's 2 11s. Oh, Pamela chose another number. Who had the other 33? Joyce? Joyce, do you want to pick another number? Did you pick another one? Did I see you pick another one? Joyce, you need another number. I know this one has teeth. This one has teeth, but they must not be teethy enough. Okay. Let's count down 10, 9, 8. Get your number in if you want it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Stop. Hopefully we got all the duplicates resolved. I think 33 and 11 were the duplicates. And I think we resolved them. Oh, Lana like Donna, you're a lurker? Well, welcome. Thanks for coming in and playing. You'll have to come in and chat with us sometime if you're able to. I mean, if you're not working or something like that. You're always watching and crafting. That's okay to lurk. That's okay to lurk. I like to listen in on other streams when I'm crafting too. Thank you very much. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's go out to the random number generator here. And like I said, you guys aren't going to see this because of the lighting, but I'm just going to head, and it's between 1 and 75. I'm going to hit get sequence here. Get sequence. All right, the numbers are 41. Look at this, 41 and 42. Well, 41 is first, and then 42, 6, 27, and 14. So now we have to go down the line here. Who was closest to 41 without going over? Who was closest to 41 without going over? Oh, somebody picked it. Oh, did I see? No. All right. We have a 39 with Journey. 44 is over. I think it's probably Journey with 39. Wouldn't you agree? I think it's Journey with 39. But the next one is 42. So whoever got closest to 42 now, did somebody have a, let's see, let's write Journey. Journey, your pocket letter is on its way to you. Now, who's closest to 42, not counting Journey? So who had, I think there was a 30, let's see, there was a 39, a 33. There were two 33s, though we resolved one. So I think it's Giovanna. Giovanna? I think it's Giovanna with 33. She had 39, and Giovanna had 33. And we had a duplicate on 33, so plus the person that changed their 33. Who was the other 33? Joyce. Maybe you'll win one of the others. What did you change it to, Joyce? To 50. Okay, there's a 6. Who won? Who got closest to 6? Did we have any low numbers? Hudson Sailor? Hudson Sailor had 5. Hudson, I don't have your address, so I'll need your Hudson Sailor. I'm not familiar with you, but you have to get me your snail mail address within 7 days, because I can't send out anything without, where was it in here? Hudson Sailor 54 had 5. I need your address within 7 days, and let me put in my email address. Don't message me on Facebook because I'll never find it. You can email me there. Right there. I put it in. That's okay. It's okay to watch. Yeah, it's understandable. All right, let's do the 27 before they all scroll off the road for me here. Who got closest to 27? There's a 17 with Arlene. I think it was, oh, Pamela had to do again. Pamela, you really had a hard time, didn't you? 14. Oh, and you almost had it, Pamela, that it was Arlene. Arlene, I think, won it with 17. Was she closest to 27? I think so. And the last one is 14. Who got closest to 14? That might have been, let's see. Pamela picked 14. Finally, Pamela. Third time is a charm for you, Pamela. I love it. I love it. You had to change your number twice and you picked the right one. 14, right on the nose. You got the number 5 one. Pamela, I need your address. I put my email address in there. Get these addresses to me within 7 days, or I can't, if I don't have your, let me type my email address again. Send it to me there, because don't message me on Facebook. I just give up trying to find messages on Facebook, especially if we're not friends. It was just meant to be. I'll be doing more of these. I especially love when Becky does Dirty Dozens, because I can get 8 postcards done. And I had so much fun doing these. I had so much fun carving this stamp this morning. So we'll get those out. Mark Mirror is going to get one because he asked for one. And Mark. And Becky's going to get one. And then, of course, I send one to myself. So I'll get those out. Let's go back and play with these. I want to do the gel medium, the matte medium on here. And I think I have some tucked under I don't use it very often. That's Yes Paste. That's alcohol. What's this? That's my adhesive spray. What did I do with my matte medium here? That's alcohol. I'm reaching. I got it stuff stuck under here that I don't use that often. That's tacky glue. What's this? That's Murphy oil soap. I have to tell you guys, I don't know where it's at. Well, I might have put it over on the other side. Here, let me Let me move my chair. That's blue, and now let me get up and go across the room. It might be across the room. That's not what I want, but I think I got some I can use. Some of this golden. I think I got this from Annie V. She, I don't use golden because it's too expensive, but Annie V or Dee Dee swears by this, and Janet. That's all they buy. I buy the cheaper brand because I use it so much. I use Elmer's glue is what I use. So let's go back to my stencil here. And we're going to do the same thing on this. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. I'll use. Let's try this. That we did on those with the rubber cement. Let's dry these off a little. Ooh, that one's going to be pretty. Let's do this over here. And I'll probably get a more detailed. The thing with this resist was using the matte gel instead of the rubber cement is I cannot rub it off. The rubber cement you can rub off. It will rub off. Your matte gel will dry and it won't rub off like the rubber cement does. Get my phone out of the way here. Keep gun my phone. That might be a disaster, Mary. Hi, Dorinda. Welcome, welcome. Where's my palette knife? Did I put it in the water? I did. Now, one thing that, this is another trick. This is not my trick. This trick comes from Cat Hand. And she'll take these when they're curved like this, and she'll come off to the edge of her desk, and she'll hold it, and then off the edge of her desk, she'll go like that, and that will straighten them out. But I don't use it. Can't show you on the edge of my desk, so I use a ruler. I use a ruler and pretend this is like the edge of your desk. Well, the edge of your desk would be on the underneath, but I use it on top. And I just kind of pull it through like that, and that kind of helps straighten out this paper when it gets warped. It doesn't do it perfectly with the ruler, but it helps straighten it out. It helps straighten it out. And with watercolor, with a thinner paper, you're going to have a harder time doing this. You need a strong paper to do this. But it helps straighten out this paper so that you can work on it again without having to put under a stack of 20,000 books. This one's still a little wet. I'm not going to do that too much there. And this one's light. I'm going to do it on this side. Okay. Now the rubber cement, when I did this technique on the rubbers with the rubber cement, I could rub it off. With the gel medium, you can't rub it off. And I don't know, I don't know how liquidy this is. Well, this is a gel, so I might be able just to do this with my finger. You should probably use a brush, but I'm just going to use my finger here. And I'm just going to go between the stencils. And of course, I got this stencil over. I'm gonna move it just a teeny bit. I usually use Liquitex matte medium. This is soft gel golden matte. I was gifted this. I was gifted this. I can't afford to buy all this stuff by myself. So bless your heart, Annie V. She sent me some really nice things. Bless her heart. You all have. Gosh, Pam Petals sent me Daniel Smith watercolors. Lucia sent me a hobby card. Suzanne sent me tape. Holly sent me gold Posca pins. And I mean, you guys, you're so good to me. And Holly sent me a package of 6 packages of glue sticks, extreme glue sticks, and there's 2 glue sticks in a package. You guys are too good to me. All right, I'm going to pull that up and let it dry. I see a spot here, though. Let's see if I can go back in. You want to make sure you get your whole thing covered. I may goof in here. I'm talking, so I don't know if I got that all covered right in there, but we'll see. I'm talking, so I'm not really concentrating. Let's move this down a little more. Let's put it right in there. I've never used this golden matte gel. It's really it's interesting. It's not a liquid. It's a gel. And I'm just putting it on with my finger. But what I put on here will resist the ink. I'll dry it, and it will resist the ink that I'm going to put on it. And hopefully I can wipe that ink off again. That's my thought. And this is not a new technique. Neither was the rubber cement one. We used to use that rubber cement as a frisket in watercolor. Cheap, poor man's frisket. That's what it was called back then, and that's probably what it's called today. A poor man's frisket. Did I get all of this? I'm not sure how this is going to work through the stencil with my fingers. This is experiment. These are experiments. All right, we're going to pull that one up. Ooh, I think I can see a lot of resist on there. Let's do this one. Yeah, these aren't new techniques at all. I just don't do them a lot. These are oldie-goldie techniques. Fun to do, though. Very fun to do. Thank you, Annie V, for the matte gel. I've never used this before. It's really cool stuff, to tell you the truth. I like the feel of it on my hands. Did I get it all? If I missed in here. All right. I'll probably be using more of this. I kind of liked it. All right. First time I used that since she sent it to me. So if you send me something and you don't see me using it, that doesn't mean that I'll never use it. It just means I haven't got to it yet. Let's put that over here. All right, let's hit this with the heat gun. Let's hit it with the heat gun. I want to make sure that it's pretty dry, I think. I can kind of see some texture on this. I can kind of feel a texture of this matte gel. That's interesting. I haven't used this before. I can feel the texture of it. All right. Hopefully it'll act as a resist. I think that's pretty dry. And yeah. Let's get out my brush again here. Make sure that it's fairly clean. And I'm going to use my sepia ink again. Let's try this one first and see what happens. And I'm hoping that it will rub off. Yeah, it will. All right, I'm good with that, except for I think I want a watery ink. Do I or don't I? We'll see. I don't know if I do or I don't. Now let's. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's pretty. It's just resist test technique. Now I think I want it a little darker though. So instead of watering that down, I think I'll go darker. Probably could do that same thing with a paint than an ink. And I think what happens is when I wipe it off, I'm wiping off some of the dark. But I'm liking that a lot. I'm liking it a lot. It's just a resist technique. So fun to do. Don't put your brush in the water, Mary. I mean, don't put your brush in the coffee. Not the water, the coffee. Thanks, Mary. All righty. How fun was that? You can kind of see the red behind it, but it's also got a light layer of the brown behind it too. I probably should have put a darker red on there and let that dry. It probably would have come out a little bit better. I'll know next time. Let's do these other two. Let's do one instead of brown. Let's do one with dark blue and black. I'm tired of brown. This is a dark blue. Let's do this one. This would be a nice technique to do for postcards that you're going to send, because this is a gel medium. This is a gel medium, and it won't get caught in the machines or peel off or anything like that. Let's put a little blue on the. I don't like emptying it out that way. I just dip my brush in it, which is probably a no-no too. Let's see what kind of a resist we get here. Let's get that painted in there. I think my ink kind of covers up the red beneath of it. So doing the red layer first with this may not been as effective as with the rubber cement. Rubber cement rubs off, so you'll get that red showing through. But this kind of the blue kind of coats it. It still is a nice resist. It's still a nice resist, but you don't see much of the red. I guess if I continue rubbing it, it might show through a little here. Let's rub it more. Maybe I'm just not rubbing it enough. Almost rubbed it too much in there. I'm just going to come back with some blue in there. Let that soak in. Yeah, it's rubbed it too much in there. I want to clear through the paper. So I think I like the rubber cement if I want my bottom layer to show through. Rubbing it, you can rub it here and get down to a layer, but you can't rub too much. I wonder, I'm going to try a little water on it and see what happens there. Let's spritz a little water on it and see if that helps it any. Maybe that's the problem. Might come off a little easier. Off of that resist. I don't see it coming off any easy. Well, a little on here. A little easier. Got to play with it, see what works for you. You don't want to rub it so hard that your paper layer starts coming through, though. Now, what's going on in there? All right, let's put it to aside to dry. It's okay. I don't like this area, but see, I'm rubbing the paper off there. Rubbing the paper, I think, because I put water on it. Let's leave that alone, Mary. Let's kind of paint that back in if I can. All right, let's leave that alone. Let's go to the last one. And let's do the black, because I want a black and orange one for Halloween. Let's turn this inward. I guess it's on this side. I have no idea how good I got that in the ink, the resist on it. I have no idea. And I'm going to use my blue brush and the black ink. Ah, Mary. All right. I should probably get a clean towel out again here. I got them in my lap, right handy. I do think I like the rubber seam. This gives a nicer detail, but I don't see the bottom color coming through as nice as I'll show you the difference here. And I could go over this maybe one time to get some black in there. And you know, you could, since this has a texture to it, you could probably put something like your waxes on it or your rub and buff, you know, after you've done this. But if I rub this too much, I'll go back down to the white paper, and I don't want to do that. So how many times have I alcoholed my hands this morning? Has to be at least 5 times. That's how I get dry hands. Dry, itchy hands. Alcohol, but it gets all the gunk off. Oh, all right. So here's the story. Where's the story? What did I do this morning? I worked on postcards. I carved a stamp. I cut apart postcards. I carved the stamp. I stamped. And I did this. That's all I got done? Oh my goodness. Seems like I should have had more done than this. This one's pretty if you can see it up close. It's kind of in there. You have to look at it closer. I'd probably put something over that, use this as a background. I like this one a lot. I like this one a lot. This is the brown with the sepia. And this is the one with the blue, which I started rubbing through too hard there, and it got down to the paper. So if I use this, I'll probably put something over that to cover that part up. Nice backgrounds, though. And then this is where I use that white oil stick on here. It's not oil. I don't know what it is. It's a paint stick, but I don't like it. It's not bright white to begin with. But I did these with rubber cement, and I think they are so much more vivid than these. See, the ink kind of coats this. It's a resist, but the ink coats on the matte medium there. And here you rub off the rubber cement. It's a little stinkier, but you get a prettier, you bring that undercoating through a lot more. So there are those. Where's my pumpkin stamp? He's on the back of something. I carved him on the back of one of these. What did I carve him on the back of my sunflower? I carved my pumpkin stamp. I gave away postcards. I finished these up. We'll turn one like this. Like that. That's all I got done. Did I do anything else? I don't think I did. What? 3 hours doing all of this? It seems like I should have more done. Seems like I should have more done. I put that wax paper down, but it's glaring. And I don't want to have the glare on my thumbnail. So that's what takes my time. Cleaning up. Carving that stamp took a little bit of time. Drawing it out and then carving it out. All right, so that one. I do think I prefer the rubber cement resist because if you get it You have to work at it and make sure you get it in all the places in your stencil. But I think it's so much more vivid. Those colors really are popping through. And I did these. We'll just get some of these out here too. That is what I did today. And we had the giveaway. Oh dear. There we go. Get my coffee cup out of the way. Oops, let's put this stamp in here. Let's put that stamp right in here. There. All right. And I can move my camera that way. Was that the right way? Yeah, let's move my coffee cup. So, let's see what you guys are saying. It's about time for me to say good morning. I will stream tonight. I will be streaming tonight at 7:30 p.m. Central. Come on, Flip. I can't see anything that way. Flip. My camera's not flipping. Flip. There. Hi, Cheryl. That's okay, Cheryl. You need your rest. I don't hold you to this. I wouldn't hold you to it. I played with my postcards this morning. I finished up stamping the back. I carved the little pumpkin menagerie. I think that's what they're called. I wrote Boo on the back. Carved this little border stamp, which I really kind of like. And we played with doing different resist, a rubber cement resist and a gel medium, a soft gel medium resist. And I think I prefer the rubber cement, but it's stinky. It's stinky. You want to use that in a well-vented area, and if you're sensitive to smells, you might think twice. But I think it gave a much more vivid pop on the undercoat. These are pretty. These are more subtle. I like these. These will make nice backgrounds. Have a great day, everybody. They're all saying goodbye. So, yeah, have a great day. And if I don't see you later on this evening, have a really great weekend. Thank you, Journey. All right, everybody. Bye for now.